Hey everybody, Blind Wave back. I'm Aaron.
I'm Eric.
And we have week 3?
4.
4?
4?
We have another week of Q&As for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
S.H.I.E.L.D.
Eric, we had a lot of questions about one thing in particular.
Yep, the laser finger. And what happens when you...
The vibrating finger?
When you...
What are you doing?
When you,
No, the main question that a lot of people asked, we chose one person, which I think was the first one to ask it or something
I
like that,
think
right?
he was the first one.
Anyway, Drew Miller says, do you think Andrew Garner could be Lash? He doesn't seem to want to kill Daisy, and he left May abruptly after Terrigen was released.
Yes.
Also, Werner, Baby Strucker, looked scared running from the building like he was running from something, not just the bomb. If he isn't Lash, and he's at least inhuman or alive, LOL.
A lot of people are saying that Andrew is Lash.
I feel like there's only 3 people that... Well, I guess like 4 people that can't be Lash.
Who can't?
Right? Like, there's no way Daisy and Mack are, because they were inside the truck. Coulson can't be Lash.
Coulson or... remember, Lash attacked the hospital while all those guys were on the train.
Mm-hmm.
So it can't be Coulson, the girl, head of the ATCU, and then was that bald guy there too? At that point?
I don't know if he was there
I can't remember.
And then it can't be Gemma. Can't be May.
Can't be Gemma.
Can't be Hunter.
Can't be May or Hunter. And it can't be Ward.
Yeah.
And it can't be Von Strucker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we don't know. It could be Von Strucker.
So who's that leave? That leaves...
It could be Von Strucker, right? I mean, it leaves a lot of random people. It could just be someone. It's not Lincoln either.
Yeah. Okay, so we know who it isn't, but who is? We're left with Andrew and Fitz. Or just somebody else.
It could just be somebody. It doesn't have to be someone we know.
No, it's got to be somebody we know, because why? I mean, the idea that he can change into somebody, it's...
I think like the second in command dude that ATCU had.
The bald guy that looks like the guy from Iron Man 3?
I think that he's a possibility. I don't think he was around whenever certain things were occurring.
Well, yeah. I think we have some questions going further into this, so we can move on and get more into it. Mm-hmm. But what do you think? Do you think Andrew is Lash?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of leaning more that way. I mean, he has been interviewing all these people, but maybe that's for more than just S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, there's a couple pieces of evidence. One is that he's been interviewing people for S.H.I.E.L.D., and, he's been able to keep his ear to the ground when it comes to that stuff, with Inhumans and stuff like that. We know that he's been talking to Skye. He seems to like Skye as Andrew, and then Lash did not attack Skye at the truck.
Well, he never went after Lincoln until after S.H.I.E.L.D. went for Lincoln.
True, yeah.
So, I mean, maybe there is that connection of he's someone in S.H.I.E.L.D., which I think Andrew would be the best bet out of people in S.H.I.E.L.D.
He did give Ginger Ninja kind of a weird look.
When she was like
like looking good.
I thought she was dead.
Yeah. Yeah. He gave her that kind of weird look. And then the big piece of evidence is that, did he really die? Because he was about ready to be attacked, and then we saw some pants, some shoes, some blood, and his phone.
And the phone.
Okay? And some gasoline, and it exploded. So a lot of theories, if he is Lash, is that he transforms, he beats the crap out of those guys, they fall to the ground. They're the ones that... the pant leg and all that stuff is like a henchman.
The only one we saw leaving was Strucker, right?
Who looked scared, but that could be like his
first time like killing somebody.
Yeah, I don't know. He beat the shit out of that one guy that should have died.
Yeah, he just like beat him.
Yeah,
crazily.
So that he could have turned to Lash and avoided that stuff, or that's a red herring.
Maybe.
And if it is, who else could it be? The only other thing I can think of right now is it has to be somebody we have not yet been introduced to yet.
Yeah. Which is possible.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Agent 79 asked, it's easy to see how all of the Hunter and Mockingbird drama is the show trying to build up their spin-off plans. I love Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but it's my opinion that both of those characters have lost some of their luster from last season. Do you think the show will be successful? Do you think there are better characters to spin off?
Okay, well, the first point, Hunter and Bobby. I like Hunter, but... It's weird. I only like Hunter when he's paired with certain people. Like, whenever it was him and Coulson and Fitz together, I loved him. Any scene he's with Bobby, I get kind of annoyed that we're watching this.
Him and May together is funny, too.
Him and May together are kind of funny. I liked whenever he was like, he turned around and revealed himself to Ward. That was cool. But I'm not super compelled about his relationship with Bobby.
Yeah, I don't know that I would be super interested in just those two going
I don't
off.
think
I
I
don't
would.
even know what they would do. You know what I mean?
Just spy shit.
Like they just leave and not be on this. Not they're not with Shield. Or
I mean,
they,
she's a S.H.I.E.L.D. spy.
They have
he's
special
he's
stuff
a
over
mercenary.
here.
He's not a S.H.I.E.L.D. spy. I mean, he is now, but he was just a mercenary, right? With Xena.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd care that much about a spinoff for them. Now,
Yeah, I'd have to watch it, but why? I mean, the only thing that really got me excited about S.H.I.E.L.D. in the first place was Coulson. The second point, though,
someone else that would we
who
rather see a
else
spinoff
would
for?
spin off? Yeah.
Deathlock. Wouldn't that be sweet?
Yeah, that would be... No, keep him in the show, because he should be part of the Secret Warriors.
Well, yeah, but what if he has his own show and then he just spills over into this one every once in a while? You know, like Flash and Arrow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't show up that much in S.H.I.E.L.D. anyway. What if he had his own thing going on? He's off doing this stuff.
That's not a bad idea. I kind of like that.
That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of anyone else that would be really cool to have a spin-off of. Ward.
Ward having Agents of Hydra.
Agents of Hydra.
Yeah.
That could be really cool.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
You got anyone?
Nope,
No
let's
else?
move on.
All right, Drew Miller. So you guys know LOL, because I noticed you say it a lot. S.H.I.E.L.D. has more than 100 operatives still. There were over 100 survivors from the Iliad when the Inhumans attacked, and I'm sure in the months following they recruited more. It's just they only show us the main stars. They rival the ATCU in manpower. They just choose not to use anyone but Daisy and Super Axe Shotgun Mac.
Okay. So that was one of your things. You were...
Well, they were loading stuff up, whatever. I think we were both kind of like, where the hell
Yeah.
are all these guys coming from?
Yeah, because we never see, like, you know... If S.H.I.E.L.D. was kind of destroyed and it was splintered, then they had a civil war and then all
Yeah.
that stuff,
Well,
where are they getting everybody?
And in the way that Daisy was talking, she was acting like there was only like 3 people doing anything.
Yeah.
It's like, well, what the fuck? You got all these people back here, send them on missions.
Yeah, but if they rival the strength of ATCU, then they're still very formidable. They're just... They don't really have a place in any government.
Mm-mm.
I mean, so they're at this point, they're like a private military group.
Yeah, I guess
Kinda,
so. Like a
aren't they?
PMC, yeah.
Yeah.
From Metal Gear.
Yeah, exactly.
And they go have like an Outer Heaven
They
somewhere.
need an outer heaven.
That's what they need. Infinity X Electro. Do you think the reason why Lash didn't kill Daisy is because she went through Terrigenesis properly with the Diviner in a Kree temple, and he deems that as her being worthy of her gift?
I mean, because we've had the speculation based upon the comic Lash that he only attacks Inhumans he does not deem worthy of the name, right?
Yeah.
So, if he doesn't attack Daisy, I mean, one of the points is that if it is Andrew, then he dislikes Daisy, and it doesn't, I don't know, maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know.
Maybe.
But if it's...
Or a mixture of both.
Or a mixture of both. But if it's mainly that he deems her worthy, why would he deem her worthy and not someone like Lincoln? Why is it
I
Lincoln
thought
worthy?
Lincoln went through a proper Terrigenesis with... Because that's the only way they did it back then,
and
right?
all the Inhumans from last episode, they were proper Inhumans that were
Ginger
brought
Ninja
up.
and stuff like that?
They were all brought up in there, so why would he attack them as well? Maybe he deems that group that, like, rebelled and tried to attack S.H.I.E.L.D. Maybe he's like, no, they splintered off, I'm going to kill all of them. And Daisy's not really one of them.
See, what I don't get is why he's an Inhuman wanting to kill Inhumans then. Isn't he just perpetuating like the hatred of Inhumans? By,
Well,
like,
he is, but he's like a Inhuman racist. Like, there's like, you're not worthy of bearing the name Inhuman. You know what I'm saying? He's like
Gotcha.
an Inhuman neo-Nazi.
that sucks.
That looks like Sonic.
All right, Stephen Lee. Would it be interesting if Gemma found a cure for the Inhumans on the planet? Nothing supports this theory. Just a thought. Maybe it's too much like the mutant cure from the X-Men movies.
It's kind of like that, but I mean, it would fit into her.
If she doesn't like Inhumans,
Doesn't
and
like
she found out that
Inhumans.
she has powers.
Yeah.
I gotta
Well,
go back.
there's that.
You know, like if maybe she does have. We don't know if she doesn't have powers or
I don't
does,
think
right?
she does.
But if she did have powers and wanted to go back, you know, maybe she has something and she knows and she doesn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
So she's like, I gotta go back and get rid of these powers.
You know, this would make sense if my theory about the monolith being correct, that it's like a fail-safe, it sends Inhumans back, and then it cures them at that place.
And then leaves them stuck there.
And then leaves them stuck there. That would fit within my theory, and I love when I'm right.
I hope it's not real. I hope it's fake. I hope there's no cure.
Yeah.
I hope there's an army of Inhumans there and they all become secret soldiers.
And you know, it would, if she does find one, it would wrap up the season nicely if they could get rid of everybody's power.
Sorry.
What?
I just had an awesome idea of who could be Lash, and I'm hoping it's real, but it's probably not. Trip.
Trip?
What if Trip was somehow like got powers, like turned into Lash?
He's dead.
What if he's not? And that's why he left Daisy alive.
He's dead.
I love Trip.
I love Trip too, but I don't want his amazing legacy spoiled by an inhuman Nazi.
I suppose. Sorry,
Okay.
I forget what you're talking about now.
I don't know what we were talking about either, but I'm sure it had something to do with me just being so damn
Yeah.
handsome.
Well, the
Let's
Cure.
go to the
It
next
was a
one.
Cure idea, I think.
Oh, okay,
But
yeah, the Cure.
Neat idea. Might be true. Eric hopes it is. I hope it's not.
We'll see.
Bethany Stevens, how do you think Flash's powers exactly work? Can he control when he's evil Sonic, or is it more like the Hulk where it's based on emotions? Also, do you think that maybe he isn't directly killing the Inhumans, just sending them somewhere else? Like the migraine Inhuman guy implied.
Okay. So the main point of the question is, can he control when he turns into Lash? Now, we saw him, when he was done with his fight, he was able to stop being Lash.
Yeah.
So does that imply that...
Ran out of power?
Yeah. If he's a secret person, which we all think he is, he has to be able to control it.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be a matter of, like, the Hulk, it comes with rage, but like the Hulk, he controlled that now.
Yeah. Or that he can control when he turns into it, but maybe it's more like a Super Saiyan where you only have a limited amount of time of using it.
That's true. It could be something like that, too. Now, the one thing I will say about this is that I thought that Lash kind of reminded me of Reyna.
Yeah.
Right? And the way that she looked. Wouldn't it suck if Reyna, like, before she died, found out a way to, like, make herself look normal? You know? And then she just died before she realized it? Because that's kind of a crappy... You know, that was the thing. Like, you're Inhuman, you don't know what you get. Oh, you turn into a big spiky porcupine. And then the Lash turns into a big spiky hedgehog.
The hedgehog.
But he can control it and turn it off when he wants to. Well, what about me? No.
No.
You can't. Damn. You continue to be a Cathar Sith. Yep. All right, let's move on.
That can see the future.
That can see the future. I can see the future!
She did say, do you think that he isn't directly killing Inhumans? Just sending them somewhere else? I think he's directly killing Inhumans.
Yeah, he's directly killing
because that one room, he killed everybody in there.
Yeah, he did.
So
totally. I mean, he has that energy thing, but there's like holes in their chests.
Yeah. Ginger Ninja, like that one was like...
I mean, hell, he's sending him to hell is what he's doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Agent 79. When Fitz drops Simmons' research on the monolith, we see what looks like star maps and a dragon constellation.
Mm-hmm.
Seems very Asgardian to me. Do you think she will need more than just Fitz to be able to open the portal again? Like maybe Professor Randolph or Sif or Eric Selvig. Eric Selvig would be kind of
That
cool.
would be a really cool tie-in. I'd really enjoy that. I enjoyed the Asgardian. I don't know what Sif... I don't think... She's just kind of a warrior. I don't think that she would know what to do about that.
But bring in the Asgardian they had earlier,
Yeah.
or bring in Eric. Eric would be cool.
I'd rather have Eric Selvig, honestly.
Yeah, it'd be someone new to kind of bring in and just kind of tie. And he knows some stuff about a little bit of.
And he's not. He hasn't been in S.H.I.E.L.D. yet, and he's in so many damn Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Right?
He was in Avengers, and he was in both Thors
And
all Age of Ultron. Yeah, he was naked running around in stones.
Yep. I love that part. I think you free-framed it when we were watching it that one time.
I want to make sure of how naked he was.
Yeah. Enough. Enough naked. He was enough for you.
He was enough. He was naked enough.
Was there anything else you wanted to say about that? The one thing about Fitz... Okay, so Gemma needs to go back. They got to recreate this wormhole. The monolith's been destroyed.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to synthesize it. It would make sense that Fitz is going to help because he's the one that, like, set it up to begin with to get her back, right?
Yeah.
But if they need further help, yeah, I definitely would love Eric Selvig.
Yeah.
Close or no?
I really can't... You just run around, help! I would, I'm trying to think of anyone else that could come in to help, and I really can't think of anyone else.
Jane Foster.
What would she do?
She was the one that figured out the convergence.
I mean...
In Thor 2, so she should be able to do that. That would be cool.
I'd rather have her then. Have her naked.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Alright. I mean, Eric Selvig's probably waiting for you, but you're like, I'd rather have her. Damn it, I got naked for nothing.
I will wait longer.
Let's move on.
Logan Ferguson. Since it looks like Monolith might be remade, do you think it might play in a role in defeating Lash or Ward?
Ooh. So to beat Lash or Ward, they use the portal
Monolith.
the new portal they just opened and sealed them away. Can you imagine Ward on that? With hanging out with Lash?
I really wonder what the end game of this season is going to be. If it's going to be more Ward focused or more Lash focused, you know what I mean? Because I really don't want Ward to be gone in the season.
I think what's going to happen is it's going to be like last season where this is going to play out up until the break. And then after the break, after Civil War, we'll have a completely different thing.
That's going to be crazy.
Yeah. Because the Inhumans were only the second half, weren't they, of last season? Like Gordon shows up and all that stuff, and
the first half revolved around I think some stuff with Ward, and then Daisy's dad, and stuff like that, and then it got into the island stuff.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. I can't remember.
I don't think it was an island.
Huh? Went down an island?
No, there's mountains and stuff there.
Can't be mountains on an island?
Not that big of an island.
Maybe it's a big island.
They can't hide there. That's all the hotels.
Australia's a fucking island.
It's a desert.
It's still an island.
It doesn't have lush green forest at that place.
A desert island?
Move on.
Coda YD, what do you think is Lash's endgame? Hey, we were just kind of talking about endgames.
Yeah, we kind of were just talking about
his endgame is going to be to get sucked into a monolith.
Yep, that's my endgame every Friday night. What's Lash's endgame? He wants to kill everybody that's not worthy of being an Inhuman. Because
does he have a team of Inhumans or anything?
I thought in the comics he served like the royal family or something, but maybe I'm completely wrong. Because there's like a royal family of Inhumans. But we won't get to that until it shows up in the movie like 10 years from now or whatever.
Right, if they even have it.
So they have to give Lash some kind of endgame now. I think that I don't know. There's not enough evidence to say either way, so I don't want to say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get you. I mean, I really have no idea if he's going to be if he just wants to like build an army. He doesn't seem to be. He seems like he's just killing everyone else who has powers.
Yeah.
Unless he's afraid of other people having powers, he just wants to be the strongest person. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know what to say on that one. So let's jump over to Alan Mitchell, who says, do you guys feel that the writers are seriously underusing Mack? He's present in stuff, but for a guy who's north of 6 foot plus and has muscles growing from his muscles, it feels like he's the guy who gets knocked down way too much.
Well, I mean, standing next to Daisy Johnson, he's certainly an opposing figure, but standing next to Daisy Johnson, he's a very weak figure now.
Yeah.
Right?
Considering her powers and everything.
Like, I don't think he could take, like, May or Ward.
I mean, I did like the one time when they were in the tunnels last episode, and she's like, do you see something?
Yeah.
No, it's just so dark. Do you want me to take point?
Yeah, that was cool.
You know what I mean? Like, he's hesitating, because, like, he is a big guy, he's a strong guy, amidst people with powers, you know?
Yeah, but he's never... except for that small part where he kind of had Kree power... We've never seen him use his strength or his bigness, like, for an advantage. And that guy could play Luke Cage.
Yeah.
And hell, that guy could play Superman. You know? But give him an axe and a shotgun, preferably together.
I'd be okay with that.
I'd be super happy with that. Maybe there's kind of saving Mack a little bit. He had some cool moments. I mean,
I was worried he was going to leave.
Like, remember him versus Gordon? Like, I'm the guy who's going to kill you. Or something like that. That was cool. More of that.
Yeah, I mean, he was standing toe-to-toe with some powered people, but maybe there's just so many powered people, and now that Daisy has powers, he's a little overwhelmed. You know?
He just seems like he's not a master of anything. Like, he does engineering, but so does Fitz. He does science, but so does Gemma. He can fight, but so can May. He can shoot guns, but so can Sky. Oh, and she can cause earthquakes, so...
Yeah. He's just there. He's very useful, but he's not amazing at anything.
Yeah. So we'll see where it goes. But Aaron likes looking at him.
He's a big guy. Shadow Phoenix, how do you think Simmons will build a new portal?
How? Well, we kind of already talked about this.
With a hammer.
Yes.
And a Eric and a Portman.
A hammer, an Eric, and a Portman. Eric hammering Portman. I'm so glad that we asked this question.
She just said Aaron. Damn!
You shouldn't have said that. I'm so glad that his name is Eric.
I don't know how she's going to build it. Or how they're going to fix it.
Help with Fitz.
Are they just going to take the rocks and melt them back together?
No, I don't think so. I think they'll synthesize it. They're always good at... That's a word. I don't know what that means. They synthesize it. They artificially...
It's going to be an artificial portal.
Yeah.
They're going to make it.
They're going to figure something out. They're Fitz and Simmons. Once they're together, fucking holding hands, getting ice cream.
Crying.
Going on dates, crying, heads and laps. They can do anything together.
All right. We don't know. Agent 79. Erica, this is the third time Agent 79 popped up here. They're all really different questions, though.
Yep.
So, good job, Agent 79, with, like, unique questions. This one is a rank in order, which you would prefer to have happen in the show. 1, Coulson getting a laser finger. 2, Mack getting a shotgun axe. Or 3, Fitz getting a monkey.
For me, it's shotgun axe.
I was going to say Mack first.
Laser finger, monkey.
What?
Yeah.
I agree with the axe, shotgun. But then I say monkey. And then I say laser finger.
The monkey would be cool, but, I mean, that moment where Coulson grabs that guy's arm and it starts swelling the main theme, but, like, in a dark way, like, that was awesome. And I want to see more of that when I'm taking his hand off, putting a sword on it, and doing a bunch of cool stuff, you know?
I'd rather him just be like, rocket punch!
He's got to do one rocket punch.
That'd be cool. I'd rather see a rocket punch than a laser finger.
Got to do one.
Although it would be cool if, like, GoldenEye style, he's trapped inside a train, he's like,
yeah. But yeah, Mack,
I agree with
Shotgun Mack is the first one.
Yeah.
Just because we need Mack he needs to become a master of something. Why not a axe/shotgun?
Yeah, then he can be an Evil Dead.
Absolutely. And the laser finger, just because I love the idea so much.
Monkey.
The monkey it'll just be fun because if you guys don't know, Fitz has a monkey in the comics.
They should just have something goes wrong. Lash turns into a monkey and he becomes Fitz's pet.
Like a spiky monkey.
Yeah, like a little. I don't know.
Might be hard for a TV show to pull off.
What? Turn into a monkey?
Yeah.
Fucking Mario Brothers did it.
Yeah. You know how hard monkeys are to train and work with on a television show? They're hard.
I don't. Make a CGI monkey.
That's
Andy Serkis.
harder.
Andy Serkis.
Have Andy Serkis do it.
Get Andy Serkis.
Have Andy Serkis be a monkey.
No, just have Andy Serkis be there, act like a monkey. Don't even do the effects. I would pay every week. Like, if they had a subscription service, I'd buy 2.
Here, make Andy Serkis a monkey.
That'd
Well,
be
he doesn't look
awesome.
like a monkey, but he is.
Yeah.
All right.
That would be great. All right. Yeah. Okay. You convinced me. First.
All right. Monkey then
circus.
Laserfinger. Monkey Circus.
Yeah. Sure.
All right, guys. That's gonna be our Q&A for this week's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure to watch tonight's episode of S.H.I.E.L.D. and then our reaction will be up shortly after. And make sure if you have more thoughts, questions, all that, leave them down in the comments below. Try to get some unique ones. Agent 79, he's taking the lead by popping in some pretty good questions there.
The best thing about it is that you need to keep them short. Make sure that you're not asking the same thing everybody else in the world is asking.
Like 100 people asking, is Andrew Lash?
Yeah, just look real quick. Like, is anybody else asking this? Okay, now I'll do it. And then try to be creative with your questions too. The weirder and more diverse the questions are, the more likely they'll get in the show.
Sounds good.
And we like funny ones.
Yes, funny ones are good. Natalie Portman, we'll see her later. Until next time, I'm Aaron,
I'm Hammer.
and we'll see you guys next time.
BAM!